What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It is bright and sunny out today, but it is still a little chilly. We are here at Maple Hill. It is the December version of Destination Disc Golf. This course is beautiful, so I figured why not play it more than once. It's a little bit less breezy, so hopefully we don't have nearly as many lost discs. But it's still absolutely gorgeous out here. I'm going to start off on hole number 1. We are playing the diamond layout. That's the FPO layout. 695 feet. Go across the pond. It's about 350 to clear. And then punch into the wood line through that little barn door. We have this Horizon Cloud Breaker. The gold and the silver. It's the Christmas time. And we lost the last Cloud Breaker the last round we played out here, so hopefully this one doesn't have the same fate. I don't know if that was safe or not, so we are going to throw 2 off the first. It's probably just in those rocks, but definitely calm right now, so we're gonna go with the Enigma. Blasted, but we will be inbounds for sure. Let's go see if the Cloud Breaker is a better spot. Let's go see if it's actually inbounds. I don't think we're gonna be taking that one. It is just under 300 feet to the mouth of there. So we're gonna go with the Plasma Pyro and just try to get to the mouth. It's definitely gonna be a forehand approach from in there. You can see the yellow flag right there. Let's try to put this Pyro close. Okay, that looks like bogey territory, but at least we haven't taken an OB stroke, so it's probably just a bogey. Probably. Let's see how the putt's feeling for today. Not bad. It's just a bogey. Hole number 2. 299 feet. It is right in front of the stands right there, the crowd stands. The play here is to throw something that's going to flip and drift, but not necessarily something that's going to hyzer. So not a forehand, but like a flippy type of backhand. We're going to go with a millet this time. We should get close to circle 1. Well, that turned over. Well, it's a little bit of a grip lock shank, so I'm maybe circle 2, but I'm down the hill. Yeah, that was bad. Hopefully we can make a par save here, because I don't want to be going into the woods at 2 over par. Hole 3, 354. It's a par 3. You can see the basket glowing in the woods right there. We're gonna go with the good old fashioned, because this should do the shot perfectly. This disc, just that soft flex with the tailwind to help push it. or I just early release. In a forehand that's just gonna keep holding a turn. That's what we have here. That was a little too overturned, but it's down there. Same shot as before, just shorter. Ching Juju. I hit the pole. That is a tap-in bogey. Not what we want, but it's what we're gonna take now. Hole 4, 246 feet. It's basically a death putt, but from 250 feet away. It's right there in front of the water, perched up on a little ledge. So you need to throw a slow putter or something that's going to get down. We have a slow putter. We have a spoor. We're just gonna try to soft spin it right down the middle. I piered it. Now it's a little short, but I piered it. For an example of what glide does for a disc, I thought I was dreadfully short, like 120 feet short, but it's downhill. So the glide and the spin that you put on the disc is going to help carry it. And now I have a long look. Almost. That was almost a really nice birdie. Not what I was expecting. Let's go try to land one safe. If we can land one safe, we're having a better day than yesterday. Hole 5, 262 feet. You want to go through this gap and then get to the right. So you either want to have a stolly forehand that gets all the way to the right, or a turnover backhand. And I think this time we're going to go with the turnover backhand, and we're going to go with the Juju. I don't think that's retrievable. We're going to rethrow and count it as if we didn't throw it. So we're going to throw again. This time it's going to be our first throw. And it's like, what do I have that's replaceable? We're going to go with the Plasma Pyro again. I think that's also wet. Looks like maybe you need a driver. You can go with the PD. Okay. Now that I know it's a PD shot, we're gonna play from the PD and hope we can get some of those discs back. Since we are basically just doing a figure out the distances, and this is our real throw. We're gonna try to make this putt, and we might get a birdie. Likelihood, not great. No, but that is a par. Playing by we still want to have fun, and if we just put down a 7 on every hole, that's not fun. So, what's a couple of extra throws to see if we can have a good time, right? We're still taking a 3 on hole 5. Hole 6, 315 feet. The basket is along the rock wall, so on the right side, but that entire rock wall is OB, so you have to be careful about if you fade over it or skip over it, you could be OB. This is the new to me trail, Maple Hill Trail. I fell went in the pond yesterday, or last time I played it, and had to replace it. So we're gonna go with the trail here, 315 feet. You want it to be a nice little soft flex, and that's kind of what the trail is really good at, is just punch it on a tiny bit of hyzer, but hit it firm and it should drift and then fade. Oh man, both times I've played this, I've caught up on something, and now we're gonna have to make like a 45-foot putt to save a birdie. You don't see it, but there's some significant limbage, some little twigs sticking out in the way. So we're gonna give it our best shot, but the likelihood's not great. Oh, like I said, there's some sticks in the way. Not because we need more shots of me putting or missing putts or making putts, but has to be said, this one of the prettiest greens in all of disc golf. It's hard to beat this. It's so gorgeous. Hole 7, 352 feet. You want to push up this middle fairway and then just kind of sit down. If you get a little lucky and skip left, that's great, but it's pretty much just straight in front of you. We're gonna go with the older beat up Vela. Okay, that's fairway. We can work with fairway. And see the basket. There's a chance. That was looking so good too. Good. Damn it. No. That's a bogey. How do I get a bogey for being in the fairway? Hole 8. Just short of 300 feet. You have to clear water almost the whole way. I think I'm definitely gonna empty a couple of discs here, but the one that's gonna count is gonna be this one, because this would just be an iconic ace with this disc on this hole at this course. How cool would that be? Chance? Nope. That's fine. That is well, good and safe right there. Maybe one or two more just to see if we can ace. Rock 3. Safe method. That's gonna be safe, but it's not gonna be. I'm gonna throw a 1 forehand at it just for good measure. Oh no. But it's flexing, it should be safe. We can retrieve that. All right, let's go make a putt. Well, a couple of discs lighter and a couple of shots cooler and a couple of shots not as cool, but we took a birdie. I think the problem I kept making here is I kept trying to have something that went right at the end. You don't need that. You just need something that goes straight. So whatever you have that goes straight, that's what you want to throw here. Hole 9, par 4, 400 feet. You want it to go straight. And then you have a shot at the green. So we're going to see where this lands. We're on with the Vela here. Okay. By the fairway, we can chip up, have something, try to take a birdie. So here, we do want it to finish to the right, because we're pinched off, so we're going to go backhand turnover with a rock 3. I think it's good. It made it a long way before it hit something, so there's a chance we're looking at the basket. So we are looking at the basket. Gonna give it a chance because we have a 4, so we can do that. But any other disc, and I may not give it that chance. I'm just gonna. We do have a chance here. I'm gonna try to dunk it in with the Rhino. Go in. Ooh. Ooh. That Rhino's kind of dirty. Hole 10. We're starting off the back 9, 3 over par. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. It's 265 feet, but it's also 42 feet uphill. So there is that to factor in. I'm gonna go with the trail, the Maple Trail. And yeah, I'm basically trying to throw a Spy Kaiser with a disc that's gonna flip up and keep pushing me straight up the hill. Oh, I think that's inside the circle. The trail, it's one of those, like it doesn't, the numbers doesn't say that it should be your longest flying distance driver, but it kind of is your longest flying distance driver. I don't have the power to get any further up this hill, but I really wish I could be over there. No. That's a par. I need better than pars. So, as opposed to the last time we played this where we had a biting headwind, we have a soft, very calm, very mild tailwind. Hole 11, 666 feet. You want to placement shot somewhere next to the short basket near that open area. And then there is kind of a brick wall, rock wall. The basket's on top of that, up along the tree line. So I think because it's a tailwind, let's see how far we can get a trail to actually go. Just kind of throw it as hard as we can and as hard as we want to. I think it's going to be further left than we want to be, but that went kind of far. Not really the shot you want, but there's a gap pointed right at the basket. So I'm not going to complain at all. Whew, that was a really bad out shot. I mean, it's right there. I think I did the exact same thing last time I played this hole. Just turned over the Rhino a little bit early, and now I have a 40-foot look. Okay, that is a bogey. Not at all what we wanted to see out here. But right now I can't throw anything in, so it's a bogey. Hole 12, 525 feet, par 4. You want to push into those woods as far as you can, or get as close as you possibly can, because if you can crest the hill, you can see the basket. We're gonna go for max distance with the Maple Trail, and hopefully we can get to the top of the hill this time. Wow, that is a stable trail. Are we sure that's a trail? See the gap right here? Neither do I, because there isn't one. But we're going to make one because we need to go that way. So, plasma pyro. Hey, that's not too bad. Made a gap work when there wasn't really a gap. Let's go see if we can make a putt work when there wasn't really a putt. Okay, that is a par. Easy tap in par. Let's go climb right back up to the top of this hill, because that's a hike up that way too. Hole 13, 472 feet. We have a breeze coming in off this right side. Is the breeze coming off? No, it is very swirly. Kind of coming off the left side right now. We're gonna go with the shot or the disc that I want to work on this shot, and that's the Spore. It feels like it should work. Well, that's probably not going to be an easy scramble shot, but we're going to see if we can make that work. So we are going to work with what we have. Oh, there is a line right here. We got a putt. Not a good one, but we have a putt. Who else in their right mind is going to be looking at the line we just went through and said, hey, pilot, forehand? Probably just me. Hole 14, 292. Gonna try to get the method all the way there. Make sure I hang it far enough out to the right so that it fades and it's perfect. Okay, that's a layup, and take a par from there. That would have been a good one to get. Like, we're not playing bad. We're just playing just bad enough to not playing good. And so we're just squeaking by with a whole bunch of pars. Hole 15, 322 feet. It is as straight as you can possibly throw it. We have a bit of a wind. It's coming off the left side. So I think that's going to help hold this one straight. We're just going to put the rock 3 on some hyzer, and it should hold all the way straight. It's going to be a little low, but we are dead center in the fairway. Okay, that's par. Hole 16 is another par 3, 364 feet. You want something to slow drift, so you want like a backhand to turn and drift over this right side, the stone wall. You're gonna go down there and then hope you're not right behind the V tree. Or you could try to flip up a forehand, but right now, I think essence, backhand, flip up, turn and drift. It's gonna be the best shot I've got at it. Might be a little short on the right side, but I think that's perfect. There we go. That was another birdie. Another? Did I birdie the last hole? It's a birdie. I think I'm at 3 over now. 3 over going into 17. That's pretty good. Hole 17. This is 433 feet. It's basically dead calm. There's no wind. You have to get through the trees. The course designers did a fabulous job finding 2 trees that are, it's definitely a makeable gap, but having trust and confidence to hit that gap with enough power to get up the hill to have a shot for your second one. So what we're going to try to do right here, just Vapor Enigma, and then see if we can make it to the top of the hill. Okay. We're far enough left. We have a shot at the green. It's what we want. That's all we want. Let's see if we can make another birdie. Out here, for the look, it's really all we want. We want right of forehand hyzer. Throw it at the trees. With enough hyzer, it's gonna fade right before it gets to the trees. And we might be parked. Walking up into hole 18, 2 over par is a pretty good feeling. And now, it's a par 4, 558. All of that is uphill, so it's going to be almost impossible to actually reach, but there is a possibility, and already I am at my currently the best I've ever played this course from the FPO layout. And the last time I played the FPO layout, the tee pad was over there and it was shorter. So like, things have changed since I played it last, and I'm already shooting the best round I've ever shot. Let's see if we can get something way up into the fairway. We want to see if we can make it past that bridge up close to those grandstands. We're going with the Maple Trail. That might have done it. That was pretty good. I've been a little bit further up, as we were right next to the red tee pad, so we're about 300 feet, but it's still pretty far uphill. Can we make it in there? That's the question. We're gonna try. We're gonna go with the Vapor Enigma. I think he caught the stone wall and rolled backwards. No! Oh, I got lucky. I actually hit these rocks and rolled back safe. Because that strip is OB. We're still inbound right here. That is a park job. And that is another par. Well, that couldn't get much closer without actually banging the bucket. I am proud to announce that if you play a course enough times, you might eventually get better at it. And 2 over par on the FPO layout, I don't know what it's rated, but it is my best score on this course ever. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm gonna just check inside, see if maybe they might have some return discs, because lost a couple of important ones and a couple of not very important ones that I put in just for those shots, you know. Hopefully you enjoy content like this. Please make sure to like the video. Hopefully your Christmas time is still going out really well. And please, if you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber-only giveaways, and definitely helps me out as well. And until next time, see you out on the course.